Hey everybody, how you doing? Welcome back to the Karim Ghelani show where we talk about health, wealth, the human psyche, bringing in more abundance into our lives and ultimately making ourselves and this world a better place. I'm Karim. I'm an entrepreneur and a certified life coach, and today we're going to talk about how to stop overthinking, overanalyzing, reducing our depression, increasing our euphoria, and detaching from certain feelings that aren't good for us and merging with the ones that are good for us. So let's start. Now, the Bhagavad Gita, an ancient Hindu book of wisdom, says the mind is obstinate, turbulent, unpredictable. To control the mind is like having to control the wind. Now, how about if we turn that into a different analysis and say, we are simply the observer of the wind. We are simply the observer of our mind, and that we are not our mind, and that we are not our body. But in fact, we are somebody looking at our mind and looking at our body from another perspective. The Buddha talked about this as well. He talked about anatta, no self. And he said, concentrating too much on the physical self and the physical mind can lead to suffering. So when you say, I am anxious, you are fusing with that emotion. Let's detach from that emotion and instead say, there is anxiety here. When you're overthinking, instead of saying, I'm overthinking, say, there is overthinking here. When you're overanalyzing and there's rumination going on in your head, say, there's rumination here. Now you have separated from that emotion. You are no longer that emotion. You are simply an observer of that emotion. The same can be done with positive emotions. So when you say, I am feeling joy, you are fusing with the emotion of joy. When you say, I am feeling happy, you are fusing with that emotion of happiness. So there's a time to detach and there's a time to merge. It's a gentle balancing act and it's very simplified. That's what we're here to do, you and me. Now, another thing you can try, whether your name is Jessica, Priya, or David, and you're overthinking and you have anxiety and you're ruminating, either take out your phone, take out a pad and a pencil, and write from a third-party perspective. Jessica is having anxiety. David is overthinking. Priya is overanalyzing. Now you've told your subconscious brain it's not you, the true you, that's having anxious feelings, overanalyzing, or ruminating. You have disconnected and detached from those emotions. Because at the pure soul level, you are pure awareness, pure consciousness. And Albert Einstein's equation of E equals mc squared proves this by saying everything is energy. So if everything is energy, what does that make you and I? We are also energy. And if we are energy and we are not our mind and we are not our body, then we can simply observe our mind and body and separate from these emotions and be aware that our mind and body are having these emotions, not us, not the real you, the soul level, not the one that's pure awareness and pure consciousness, not the one that's pure energy. Now let's get practical because I've gone through many anxiety attacks. There was anxiety there. And one of these times I've ended up in emergency room several times. This is just one example. And this was a breakthrough moment for me. And that's when I really started studying about anxiety, about rumination, about depression, and how to heal it. And I read, and I listened to audiobooks, and I listened to several podcasts. But while I was in that emergency room, I'm having an anxiety attack. I don't know what I'm going to do. I feel like I'm having a heart attack. Now, keep in mind that the doctor had already done an EKG. My heart was perfectly fine. They had already done a blood test. There was absolutely nothing wrong with me. I was in perfect health. I still did not believe it. And believe it or not, I sat there and I had an epiphany because that's what they did. They told me to just sit down and relax. That's one of the worst things you can do to somebody when they're having a panic attack is tell them to relax. However, that's what they had to do. That's their job. So I sat there in panic, sweating, shaking, my heart tight, my chest, unable to breathe. Felt restricted, constricted. So I said to myself, what options do I have right now? Who is the me that is having this anxiety attack? Because I've already gotten clearance from the doctor that I'm in perfect health. The blood test results came in perfectly. I know at a soul level that I'm in perfect health. So who is the me that is having this panic attack? It is not the real me. It is simply my mind playing tricks on me. Now it's easy to say, trust me, I understand this. I've gone through many panic attacks, many anxious episodes, many occasions of obsessive thinking, of rumination, of depression. But over the years, I've learned how to transmute these emotions into positive emotions. Now, another technique that you could use is the 5-4-3-2-1 grounding technique. This is where you merge. So when you're feeling anxious and you're overanalyzing and you're in that analysis paralysis state, take a look at 5 things that you see. Right now, you see a guy in a purple blue jacket with a silver chain, with two plants behind him, a painting of a lion wearing headphones behind him, and most likely this guy waxes his eyebrows. 4. Think about 4 things that you feel. I feel my feet on the ground. I feel my hands on the laptop. I feel my hand on my chest. I feel the air blowing against my skin. 3 things that you hear. I hear birds outside. I hear my own voice. I hear the chair squeaking when I go up and down. 2 things that you smell. I smell my own cologne. Pretty strong. I smell wood from this table. And for this one, you have to use your imagination. What is your favorite food? Imagine tasting that favorite food. That's the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 grounding technique. And it's scientifically proven. It's scientifically proven to activate your prefrontal cortex. And it brings you back from panic to presence in the moment. Now, another thing you can try, and I do this all the time, and I talk about this all the time, and the Japanese refer to this as Shinrin-yoku, or nature-based, being outside in nature, around the sun, around the sky, around animals, around mountains, around the stars. When you're nature bathing, you're grounding yourself to the earth. You are lowering your blood pressure. You're releasing endorphins. You're releasing serotonin, increasing your euphoria, and overall increasing your mental and physical health. Another technique that you could use while having a panic attack is Kundalini fire breathing. Now, this is a pattern of fast, rhythmic breathing in and out of your nose. We'll do it right now. And what this does is it stimulates your vagus nerve, which is located from your brainstem down to your neck, all the way down to your abdomen. And it calms down the fight or flight response. It controls your nervous system and it brings you into a state of relaxation, calmness, and tranquility. Try this out next time you're overthinking. And your levels of anxiety and panic are not something I know of. They can be extreme or they can be mild, but use this technique. It works. Breathing techniques work. I talked about the holotropic method. 4 count in, 4 count out. Now try something else. This works for me. It's a little uncomfortable, but it works. It's mirror gazing. Look in the mirror for 30 seconds and say positive affirmations. I'm love. I'm peace. I'm kind. I'm happiness. I'm joy. I'm love. I'm perfectly fine. I'm calm. I'm tranquil. I'm peaceful. I'm blissful. I'm abundant. You are retraining your mind. You're retraining your subconscious mind and fusing with these positive emotions. The more you do these affirmations, the more your mind will start to believe it. Once it starts to believe, what happens? You start to receive. Now they've become a part of a reality. Now you are no longer stuck in that negativity. So the worst thing you could do is have negative self-dialogue. Try not to say things like, I'm unworthy, I didn't do good today, that person liked me, that meeting really go well, did I say the right things? Am I doing a good job? Yes, you're doing an amazing job. You are worthy of everything. You are worthy of love. You're worthy of happiness. You're worthy of joy. You're worthy of good health, mentally and physically. You're worthy of all of the blessings this universe has for you. You are that lighthouse, strong, sturdy, resilient. When the waves come, when the negative thoughts come, you stand there strong, resilient, powerful, untouched. You're simply the observer. Now, another thing you can do, this worked for me immensely, is yoga nidra, an ancient Hindu practice that has been around for thousands of years. Now, here's the beauty of it. You don't have to go to a yoga class to do this if you don't want to. You can do this from the comfort of your own bed. Just go to YouTube, type in yoga nidra, and for 20 minutes, it's going to do a full body scan. It's going to tell you when to breathe in, when to breathe out. It's going to locate all of your pressure points on your body. Are you feeling pressure in your head? Are you feeling pressure in your stomach? And that's going to release all of this pressure. Studies at Stanford University showed war veterans reduced their PTSD symptoms by 50% by practicing yoga nidra, simply by lying down and listening to yoga nidra for 20 minutes. 20 minutes, guys, that's all it takes a day. So we have all these tools that we can use. Let's use them. Go outside, nature bathe. Talk to yourself with love. Become the observer. Understand that you are not your mind and your body, that you are pure consciousness, awareness, and energy, that you are capable of so much, and to not let overthinking, rumination, depression, and anxiety control your life, but rather control it. Come that awareness, looking at those emotions. They're not happening to you. They're happening to your physical vessel. Now, your physical vessel is very important, and taking care of it is crucial. I'm just simply giving you an example of what you can do from a metaphysical perspective, but I also give you scientific perspectives as well. Now, NIH studies have proven now that there is a biofield, an electromagnetic field around you. It's proven. This is no longer metaphysical. The Chinese refer this to as Dantian, or your energy centers, and Qi, your life force. Therefore, practices like acupuncture, acupressure, and Reiki healing, and Tai Chi release energy by movement. When you're moving your body, you are unlocking negative emotion and you're letting the energy flow like water. So be like water. Let that energy flow. You have the techniques now. You've learned how to do this from a spiritual perspective, from a metaphysical perspective, from a scientific perspective. You're just the observer. You have the tools. Stop overthinking. Stop having anxiety. Lower your depression level. Exercise is so important for your overall well-being. Walks outside, 20 to 30 minutes, looking around, living in the present moment, knowing when to merge with the present moment, knowing when to detach, knowing when to ground, knowing when to release. Now, in ancient Indian philosophy, they also talk about the chakra systems, 7 in total. However, today we're going to talk about the solar plexus chakra, chakra of self-esteem, confidence, of bravery, of resilience. I want you to put your hand on your stomach right here and say with strength, I am strong. That's a vibration of strength. It permeates through your entire body. It brings you into the vibration of strength. And when you match that vibration through the law of vibration, you are now in that frequency of strength, resilience, bravery, solar plexus chakra. Lighthouse, be the observer and be the ocean. Be like water, my friends, and let it flow. Thank you very much and have a wonderful day. Thank you. Bye-bye.